Right, so I have had a lawnmower. I have a Toro, and every spring, I just hit this one spring 2 years ago that it just wouldn't start. So I started watching YouTube videos and seeing all these guys posting stuff about, how to make your lawnmower work, and I was like, I can do this. And it probably took me a good 4 times, but now I do this annually every spring when my lawnmower isn't up to speed after the winter. Because as we know, it's April and it's time to start mowing our lawns. So first off, the tools you're going to need are going to be, my socket wrench, which I put away because I hit a hiccup. I broke a seal. 2, you're going to need some safety pins to clean the carburetor. 3, you're going to need a drip pan. And 4, I use a rag. So, to make this a little faster, I've already pretty much taken apart. My gas has already leaked completely out. So how this kind of goes is you've got your fuel, comes down into your carburetor. Now this guy here, that's where it cleans and pumps it through the engine. So traditionally every single season I would clean the air filter, which is very simple, pops off like that. See, it goes in there. This is your choke. I went to the hardware store today, and apparently they don't carry the Toro filters anymore. So we're going to see if this works anyway. Next, you would use your socket wrench. Down below, there is a bolt. You take this off. And this guy here, I just tightened it. Left it loose. So this guy here, that's your carburetor. So that's going to pump all your fuel to your engine. So you can use a carburetor cleaner, etc. So what I do is, you're going to notice, here we can zoom in, 2 big holes. You want to poke holes all the way through. Make sure there's nothing stuck in there. Now I did this once and reassembled it and realized, why does it keep stopping on me? Well, the answer is not the birds. It's very clear. There's that little teeny hole. Totally missed that. That's why I use sewing needles or your safety pins. That's gonna poke it through. It's gonna make it nice and clean. So once you get this off, and you've used your socket wrench to do so, you want to clean all the holes. Then it's got a suction cup and it comes off. Now mine is really clean because, as I said earlier, I hit a hiccup and I've already cleaned it. But you'll notice here how it says R. That means that this side goes to the rear. As you'll notice, one side is flat. You want your wrench to be able to hit it, but if you put the round side, whoop, shoot. So if you put your round side forward, you're not going to be able to access that bolt. Has to be this way. Plus, if you do it the other way, it's going to leak. Also, learning curve for me. So I had to go to the hardware store, as I said, and get a seal. So let me show you what the seals, we're going to see what works. Okay, so this again is the carburetor. This is the seal that sits on it, but I clearly broke that. So I had to go to the hardware store in Canada here. We have Arona. So I wasn't sure what to get, so I got a variety of things because try again, right? So this is too tight of a seal. This guy sits pretty good, but this guy has a little bit of more problem going on, so it means it's a tighter seal. So let's try this guy. And that guy, he might be too thick because the other guy's really thin. So you know what? Let's give this guy a whirl. You know what? I feel better about this guy because it is tight and it is airtight. Okay, so here we go. Carburetor pan, flat side, facing you. Just sits over like this. See, and there's a rubber seal here. You want to get around the rubber seal, but make sure that your pan is on correct. See? Now it's on correct. Next, but first, sorry, I totally missed this. First and foremost, when you're changing your anything on any sort of machinery, etc., electronic equipment, you want to make sure you power off. You want to make sure it's locked out. To do that on a lawnmower, it's this. This is the power to the engine. rip it off before you even start anything. That way you don't even have a worry about anything in regards to it starting up and going. So let's keep going. We're gonna hand twist this on. Then I'm gonna go get the wrench. I'm gonna tighten it up really good. Then I'm gonna put the carburetor or the air filter back on, a teeny bit of gas, and I always use premium in the beginning of a season, and we'll get going, see what happens. Okay, so here goes the moment of truth. Brand new washer underneath. You can't even see it. Zoom in. There it is, black washer with the bolt. All right, we're gonna put our air filter back on. It's nasty, but couldn't find a new one. Oh, sorry, it's always got to tilt out. So you put your screen on like this. Now we're gonna tilt it. And this is just proof that, you know, the honey-do list, why can't you do it? I mean, really? Why wait? I mean, I got a house full of birds and kids and all this stuff, and how long did this take me? Literally 15 minutes. All right, let's fill it with gas and see what happens. All right, so I put a little bit of new premium gas in there. We're gonna pump it a few times, make sure some gas gets in the lines. Next, you obviously want to reconnect the power. Make sure it's all the way in there. Here we go. Just did a little bit of gas, not a whole bunch, because I thought just in case the carburetor leaked, because I didn't do it right or the seal wasn't right. So let's get this going. All right, I'm gonna place you down, and hopefully you can see this, and we're gonna give it a few yanks. All right, let's spin it around. I hope so. Okay, there we go. Wait, you can see me? All right. So, from a lawnmower that just starts, dies, to 15 minutes of a little bit of getting it done. And there you go. Every spring, you can have a lawnmower that works supreme. I hope that you've liked this and you've realized that, you know what, us women, we can do anything. My husband was ready to throw this baby out a couple years ago, and I wouldn't give up. Just kept watching those YouTube videos. Probably watched about 25 of them, and then I was like, you know what, this is stupid. I can do this. A few hiccups along the way. Obviously, I didn't poke that teeny hole in the carburetor. I didn't poke it through just the two bigs, you know, and this year I broke a seal. But you know what? This lawnmower just keeps going. So I hope you really enjoyed this video and subscribe to me, like me, and I'd like to do more of these type of videos where, you know what, women can do it. Why wait for the honeydews?